Meet the inspectors of the Ministry of Vice and Virtue. With branches across the country, they're remoulding Afghanistan to fit in with the Taliban's hard-line beliefs. And how often do you do this in a week?
Every day.
Every day? We're following one team in the centre of Kabul. First stop, a shopping centre. Bystanders and shopkeepers are given a lecture on the importance of saying your prayers and growing a beard, though it's all framed as brotherly advice. If you have any problems, we can help you, Maulvi Mahmoud Fateh tells them. You haven't been talking about women, about what they should wear. That's what your ministry is most known for at the moment.
We have already given advice to the owner of the shopping center and put up some posters, but we can't interact with individuals. For example, stopping a woman and asking her, "Why are you not wearing the correct hijab?" My manners and religion do not permit me to do that.
So if you see a woman here who's got her head covered but not her face covered, you won't say anything to her?
We can distinguish between a woman with hijab and without. If a woman is completely crossing the limits without any modesty or veil, then we will try to find her male guardian.
In such a conservative country, it's not clear which women he means. Many already cover their faces. In cities like Kabul, others simply cover their hair. This is how the Taliban say they should all be dressing now. What right does your ministry have to tell them how they should practice their religion, how they should dress?
It is not the decree of the ministry, it's the decree of God. The real cause of moral corruption is the face. If the face is not covered, then what is the point of hijab?
The inspectors are on the move. Next up, a bus stop. Their ministry has a fearsome reputation from their role during the Taliban's previous regime, when offenders would be regularly beaten. But here, their focus is on ensuring men don't get too close to female passengers. Certainly in front of us, these Vice and Virtue inspectors are behaving politely, gently with the public. Is that always the case when cameras are not around for teams right across the country? Local residents we spoke to off camera had no complaints about these inspectors, but many worry the Taliban are growing increasingly repressive. Layla Basim is an activist who was on board a bus stopped by Vice and Virtue inspectors.
Some women had their faces covered. Others, like me, were wearing black gowns and face masks. I said to the inspector, "There's no one without hijab here." He became very angry but wouldn't even look at me. He said, "You're very shameless women. This is not the Afghan Republic. Now it's the Islamic Emirate. You cannot do whatever you want anymore."
The Taliban initially appeared more flexible than many expected, but they're becoming increasingly hard-line. Despite an economic crisis, tightening social restrictions seems their priority, and the path ahead for the country looks deeply uncertain. Secunder Kermani, BBC News, Kabul.